Hi everybody, I'm back. I actually had a great time in Salt Lake City with my Uncle Earl. He is still holding strong. Um, he's 90 and lots of it in his body is shutting down, but he's not at the time yet. And because he is so strong, when I did get there, we were able to have 2 great days of visiting and chatting and letting each other know how much we meant to each other. So I really appreciated that time, and then came back, went straight to Winnipeg for more family visiting, which was lovely and wonderful. And now I'm excited to be back and with the cards again. So I'm using our Energy Deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. That's the one I was drawn to pick today, so we'll go with that one. Again, I love these cards, front side, back side, are some of my favorite. And let's see what lies ahead for the week. Oh, there we go. And for you who can shuffle and let the cards fall out, enjoy that. And for you guys who do it differently, trust and believe in that. It doesn't have to be. The one thing we know about all of us is we all are different and yet the same. So we can all use cards, but individually with what is right for us. So I'll pick up our fallen card down here. It looks like 2 cards. That's exciting. Maybe that's helping because we did that 2-week stint. So we've got the World and Door to Spirit. Oh, what a nice combo. 32 and 29. So I'll try and get, Door to Spirit is very golden, so I'm trying to get the glare off of that for you. And the World. This is a great combination to get because it talks about the conjunction. The world is your oyster. We hear that a lot from spiritual teachers, that there is infinite abundance in the universe. The thing I'm learning is that you can pray and ask, but you also have to get yourself ready for it. If you stay stuck in a poverty thought pattern and ask for riches, they're prepared with the riches, but they can only bring you what you are ready for. And if you are in a poverty mindset, anything they do bring you is going to probably pass right through your life, right through your hands, or you're just not at a stage. So remember that Door to Spirit is, that opens infinite possibilities. And basically the same thing in this is that the world is open to you, but you need to do some of the journeying. You need to pick a path, and I think this is one of the conundrums of working with spirit, is there's times where they need to work and times where we need to work. And there is, I want to use the word balance, but balance not meaning equality. Balance meaning my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. And so when you work in conjunction with this, be able, passionate, and excited to do the work you need, while also leaving room and space for the universe to work with you. Not expecting them to do it all, but leaving it open to them. And I think the one thing that often steps in our way is fear, often disguised as worry. And we worry about this, we worry about that, and that's when we are tying up our dream, our wish, our goal, our passion, our spot on the map, they're saying, with worry and fear. And so leave space that there will be something, no matter what you choose to do, there will be something unexpected. How many of us, simple example, have gone to the grocery store and bought something not on our list? Either we saw it, it was a great sale, and we're going to stockpile, or we saw it and are curious and want to try it, or we saw it and remembered that we need it but forgot it on our list. That is a very simple example of how you make room for spirit. So you go into the grocery store with your list, feeling prepared, but you leave room for opportunities that present themselves. So when you pick a wish, a dream, a need, like a prayer from some point of despair even, understand you will not have all the information. You will not know all the steps, but be willing to take the steps you know, because that often creates the steps you have yet to see. It's just like, again, they're going back to the grocery store example. You got yourself to the grocery store, you even sat down and made a list so that you felt very purposeful, that this was, you weren't meandering through the grocery store, you weren't wasting time, you were going to get a job done. But you went in there. How many of us have met somebody unexpectedly in the grocery store? Usually on the days where we didn't decide to wash our hair or put on any makeup, we put on our grubbies. That almost destines you to meet somebody you haven't seen in 25 years. But how many moments have simply happened at the grocery store unplanned, but it was a planned excursion that you were doing what you need, supplying your needs, caring for yourself, but there was room for spirit and it enhanced your experience. So that's what they're saying in the reading today. Understand the world really is your oyster. You can pick your passion and follow it with the door to spirit wide open and see how it unfolds. So you may, okay, now they're giving a grander example. You may love something like singing and go, okay, well, I desire to be a world-class singer. But when you start that journey, it actually comes out that you are a great organizer and organize singers because of what comes up. Or you meet up with singers and form a choir, and that's how music plays in your life. So leave room for spirit to create this in a fullness and a rightness. You might not be meant to be the next Beyonce, but you might be meant to live a life around singing. So find what you want from the universe. And this is more than just dreaming. Sometimes you just might want help finding a solution. You might need something to end and you need help with it. You might be struggling with somebody's illness or a relationship or financial woes, and you want the universe to help. Well, make sure you're releasing the worry so there is enough room to work. That is a huge challenge because as humans, we're really good at fearing. And when the fear comes in as worry, that often acts as a catalyst for more worry. Very seldom do we worry about one thing and keep it at that and move on to something else. Money fear is one of the ones that I call very magnetic, because if you worry about money, it is magnetized and draws so many other worries to it. Well, how am I going to afford this? Well, what about that? And, well, that's coming up, but that's going to cost money. And well, I want the stairs need repairing, but that costs money. And it just exacerbates into such a sludgy fear. The universe can't work through that. They are working on the other side, but they can't get it through so that you can receive it. So recognize when you need to do some of the work, and if you feel worry starting to tighten in, well, I don't know what to do next, well, I don't know how that's going to work, let that go, because that's the piece the universe is playing that you will not know until it happens, and you go, ah. And when you get that, you will see how consistently miracles come up in our life. Miracles are not necessarily, I am healed and I can walk and I have never walked. Miracles are the right person coming at the right time that you didn't expect, that just helps you with the next part of your journey. Or walking into the grocery store and having a great sale on, and you just saved a ton of money that helps your budget. So, good luck this week. I'm excited to connect with you guys again. Remember, the world is your oyster, and open that door to spirit so that they can be part of it. Have a great week. Feel free to, you know how I like to hear about how this affects you and how this works for you or doesn't work. Negativity doesn't scare me, I guess. I'm curious. I'm always interested to hear how this resonates with you. And again, thank you to the people who are hitting the buttons on the bottom. I'd love you to share this, but I know that takes courage, because a lot of this is very private, and I respect that and I honor that. But please feel free to comment. It's great chatting with you again, and I'll see you next week. Talk to you later. Have a great week. Bye-bye, and blessings.